Hey everybody, Eddie Holloway from Just Another Guy podcast. I'm back. It's been a crazy year. It's been a very sad but beautiful and a lot of life changing experiences. I lost my mom and dad within 1 year, and my mom and dad died 5 months apart from each other. My mom basically said that was it. She was done. There was nothing left for her. She was very healthy, but she was bored. She was 91 years old, and she pulled me to the side and told me that she was done, that she'll be leaving now. She was hoping to outlive my dad because my mom said my dad wouldn't make it without her. And she was right. You know, I didn't really get to mourn my mom because I was worried about my dad, taking care of my dad after that. And he tried. He tried to go into the senior citizen organization here in the city, and he kept hitting roadblock after roadblock, and they close for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they'll be back in January. And it's like, well, that's the most important time for these seniors to talk and to be with each other. But basically that's what happened. And then my dad, after his birthday, just seemed that he didn't want to be here anymore. He really missed my mom, and he was also in good health. He was 96. I mean, he was driving right before he passed away. Even talked to me, have a long discussion. He was walking and everything, and we talked about a lot of things. And it's weird. I'll never forget the last time I said goodbye to my dad. When I got up and I kissed him in the forehead, and he just stared at me. And I could still see it in slow motion, him looking at me as I was walking away. And he looked at me like, that this is going to be it. This is going to be the last time I talked to you. Well, the emotions, you know. So my dad died 2 days after that conversation that I had with him. And my dad died of a broken heart. He really missed my mom. And if my dad had a reason and a meaning to be here still, I mean, there was 8 siblings on my mom's side and 8 uncles and aunts on my dad's side. So there was 16 altogether, uncles and aunts, and they all passed except my Aunt Dora, but she has dementia. And we haven't seen her for a while. But there was nothing left. And the reason my mom left and the reason my dad left. And I'm pretty sure we're all experienced that if we live that long. And hopefully we have family that loves us and takes care of us. But they kind of went out on their own terms, which I really liked. I hate that they had to go. But what are you going to do? So after my dad died, I've been trying to process of my mom and my dad. 2 different people. Your mom and your dad. Woo! You know, I try to find a place for them in my heart, in my mind, where everything's going to be okay. They told me everything was going to be okay. You know, I lost my 3 siblings before their time, and my parents had to lose 3 kids, and had to bury them. And thank God we had each other to comfort each other through the good times, bad times, the laughs, and the tears. but we were there for each other, and that was very positive, you know. So I lost my mom, dad, lost my first brother, second brother, and my third brother, and then I'm next in line. I do have a younger brother, and then I have my sister who was last. Um, but I really do miss my brothers. They're really, my parents were, my older brothers were also my go-to to talk to, but my parents were the ones I always ended up with at the end to help me through certain things. And now they're not here anymore. And when you're on your own, woo! I don't, it's a different experience. Though I have my friends, my family, my wife, but when you only went for the final answer through your parents because of the age and knowledge and wisdom, it's completely different. But like I was saying, those emotions of my mother, of who me and our relationship was, and to try to put that in a place where it doesn't hurt. I'm kind of realizing there isn't a place where you can put that. You put in the good times, you put in the bad times. It's neither one of those. It's just somebody that you love and lost. Do I make a new category? I don't know, but I guess that's the way I dealt with things, and how I move on and move forward, is I could put them somewhere. But this is a little different. With my brother's passing, I was able to put them in certain categories and file them. And when I need them, I go to the file, pull them out, and get what I need. But with your parents, it's not that way, or maybe it's not that way yet. My dad, the same thing. So, two great people. That I wouldn't mind doing it all over again with them. Would they do it again with me? I hope so. But that's something my mom told my dad. Hey, why don't we do it all over again next time in our next life? And I remember my dad crying. But going through the experience of watching your mother pass, going through the experience of watching my dad pass, nothing like it. Glad I was there. But we'll all be there soon. Or soon enough. Time flies. I really thought my parents were going to live forever, but I'm no different than anybody else. I just had a great relationship with my parents, and I hope that you did. If you experience anything like that, throw it in the comments and tell me how you feel and how you dealt with it. I would really appreciate that. Thanks for listening. We'll talk soon. And if your mom and dad's still alive, give them the biggest hugs and kisses. Even if you're mad at them, you have disagreements with them, give them hugs and kisses. You won't regret it. I got all the hugs and kisses I thought I would ever need from my parents, and it was still not enough. So do it, people. Love your family members. Do what you can. And let's try to love one another more. So from Just Another Guy podcast, Eddie Holloway, out. Can you feel the change in the air? It's a brand new day.